Alright, hello everybody. I'm going to quickly go over how to set up and use the new version of Speedtools. Lemura's been working on this version for quite some time now and has added a ton of features that should make practicing all that much better. To start off, you're going to want to make sure that you have the It Takes Two AngelScript mod installer on your computer. There's an entire video dedicated on how to install and use this program. In this video, I'm only going to go over the basics, so if you want any more in-depth detail, please go check out that video. While the installer does come with a default set of the Speedtools, routing tools, and FreeCam, there might be updates to those tools, so head over to the It Takes Two mods page and download the latest version of the Speedtools. Now that you've downloaded the latest version of the mod installer and Speedtools, you're going to have to install those Speedtools. Simply open the mod installer, click on Speedtools, and then click on Install. You're going to want to make sure you install the Speedtools over a fresh set of game files, so if needed, reinstall your default game backup beforehand. There's one more thing we can do in the mod installer before we head in game. This new version of Speedtools actually has a couple new settings. The first setting is whether you would want the Speedtools to be toggled on or off when you first launch the game. And the second being that you can now set custom binds for all 3 different save state functions. While messing with these binds, if you're ever unhappy, you can click the refresh button and it will return them to the last set of saved binds that you had. Once you're done, you can click save and close out of the window. The final step will just be making sure you've disabled your precompiled script. Simply click this button until it turns red. Now that you're done with the mod installer, simply close the program and boot up It Takes Two. I'm going to spend some time talking about each aspect of Speedtools, and I'm going to start off with save states. In all future examples, I'll be using the default binds that come with Speedtools. The first and most important thing you'll have to do when using save states is creating your first initial saved position. To create a save position, simply hold down your first initial bind and press your second bind. Now, if you were to press your load keys in a similar way, you would teleport back to your initial saved position. The last function of save states is being able to teleport to your partner. Similar to the other functions, simply hold your first key and press the second key, and you'll teleport to your partner. One more thing I'll mention about save states is that they now work with vehicles. You can save state using the frogs in Frog Pond, or even the plane in Getaway. Next, I want to talk about volumes. The first thing I'll mention is that you can actually toggle the ability to turn on and off volumes to a key on your keyboard. Simply open up the Dev menu, head over to the Functions tab, hover over the Volumes function, hold Control, and then press any button that you would like to bind volumes to. Now, if you were to click that option in the Dev menu or hit your hotkey, volumes will appear on screen. If you can't see these volumes, make sure you've installed Debug View within the AngelScript mod installer. Next, I'll be talking about the different types of volumes. You can distinguish the different volume types by their color. Pink outlines can mean a couple different things. They'll usually be player-based triggers, checkpoints, collision, or mini-games. Blue and green volumes will represent physics objects and camera controls respectively. Finally, red volumes will indicate player death. Next, I'll quickly talk about saving and loading checkpoints. Similar to volumes, you're able to assign these keys within the Functions tab of the Dev menu. Pressing save will cause your current checkpoint to be stored, while pressing load will load that checkpoint. This feature is pretty self-explanatory, but is extremely useful for practicing things such as Pocket Watch Room, or anything in 100% in which you collect multiple checkpoints in a row. Lastly, I'll go over a couple smaller features. You are now able to swap the control input of either character by clicking this button. Note that this only works on local. You're also now able to toggle Speedtools for either character within the Dev menu itself. And that's basically everything. I would definitely recommend downloading and setting up Speedtools as soon as you can, especially if you haven't already. There's so many features that make both practicing and learning the run so much better. I also want to give a massive shout out to Lemura. He's put a tremendous amount of hours into this version of Speedtools, and it wouldn't be the same without his hard work. Please go show him some support. Links are in the description. Finally, thanks for watching. If you have any further questions about Speedtools, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments, or join the Discord and ask in the appropriate channels.